What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we got something a little special to talk about. If you guys have been hanging around the channel for a good little bit now, or my Instagram, or just following me in general, you guys have seen that I have crashed this R1 a couple of times. So I figured today would be a good day to sum up all of my crashes in this one video. Today we're going to be going over all of the things that I've had to do to this bike, save it. All the mini fairings I've had to replace, all the tanks, the subframe, frame, whatever, everything. We're going over everything. Start to finish, right? It's been a very, very long journey with this R1, but it's enough yapping. Let's get on the road and let's get into the video. Oh my god, you know, now that I'm starting this video, I actually don't even know how many times I've actually crashed this bike. Let me see, it was loop, low side, loop, high side, and then I actually low sided too after that. I guess you would call it a low side, yeah. Whatever, it's super small thing, but whatever. Also, before I really start getting into it, I just want to say this. The way that I'm going to do this video is I'm going to tell you guys about the crash itself and not the repair. So I'm going to tell you crash after crash after crash after crash, and then after all of that, I'll tell you like the crash and then the repairing of it, okay? So I don't want you guys to like just whatever, you guys will see, you'll see. My first crash on the R1, I looped it doing sit down wheelies. This was like super early into my time having this R1. I think I had this R1, let's see, I got it late in December and I looped it in like April, so I had it for like 4 months, and during that time I was learning how to wheelie. But during that time of me learning how to wheelie, I was only learning how to get the bike higher. I wasn't learning like the fundamentals. I didn't like, not that I didn't care, because I had heard like, yes, cover your rear brake, and I'd always put my foot on the rear brake, but I never actually practiced pressing down on it. So when it came time for me to actually need it, I didn't have that muscle memory to just press down on the brake and then I'll be totally safe. So I did the normal thing, what every person does when they're falling naturally and not off a motorcycle, is to just put your feet down. So anyways, here's the clip. Okay, now let me break it down, right? I've watched this video so many times, bro. I know exactly what happened. So what happened is this, right? Riding down the road, doing second gear wheelies, pop the clutch, I go up, right? And as I'm going up in the wheelie, I roll off the throttle. And the bike keeps going up. It was at that point where I needed the brake. Honestly, I probably didn't even need the brake. If I just didn't freak out, I probably would have been fine. But whatever, I freaked out, put my feet down, and then I kind of just like fell off the bike, right? So the damages from that first crash, if I remember correctly, I had a broken rear subframe, busted fairings, broke my tail light, broken front stay, and then a couple of scratches here and there. So for the most part, my bike actually wasn't that bad. Oh my god, these shoes make it so much better. Got the Jordan 1s on today. Anyways. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I covered all the damage from like the first crash, right? Like I said, I'm not going to go over the repairs yet, but eventually, right? So then we're on a crash sheet, right? Just know that I obviously fixed it. Not all the way, but it was operational, okay? Put the bike all back together, and this is when I had the teal fairings that you guys loved so very much. And then I was good. I didn't have any crashes, no accidents for like the next, actually until I got back to California. When I had the blue fairings, I was in North Carolina. So I didn't have any accidents until I got back to California, which was like, it was like over a year later. Then that's when I had my low side in the canyons. That crash wasn't really bad at all. It obviously looked a lot worse. Here's the video. But that crash actually wasn't even that bad. It looks a lot worse from the video. Like when you look at the video, it's pretty bad. Now for this crash, honestly, I still don't really know what it was as to why I crashed. I think it was, I think I just leaned too far and I ran out of tire, but I also kind of credit it to like, I think I like pulled the bike a little bit, because like, I saw that I was going to crash before it happened, and then I like tried to like do something with the bike while it was leaned over, and I think that's what kind of like, I don't know, that's what did it. Now, so anyways, from that crash, like I said, it looked a lot worse, but it wasn't that bad. Busted fairings, and I punched a hole in my oil pan. Like, that was it. Everything else was totally fine. So then I fix it up again, and I get back on the road. Now, this is when I had my most previous look, the red, black, white, and gold. And now we're on the crash tree with the R1, which was the second time I looped it. Once again, so dumb, bro. Now, mind you, I've done a one-handers before on this bike. I'm not a professional at it, but I've done it enough to say that I can do one-handers, right? So this day, just like any other day, it was a beautiful Friday. I was so excited to get off work and I was gonna go ride and blah blah blah. I was gonna go make some content, I don't know. And here's the video. So long story short, what happened in this crash is I threw it up just like any other day, and I went to do a one-hander, right? Took my hand off the bar, threw the peace sign. As I went to go grab the bar, I pulled it like that. But I meant to like grab the bar, pull myself like that, but I reached and I missed. And I pulled, and then I whisker throttled and I looped. Now from that crash, that was my worst crash for the bike and physically for myself. Damages on that one, I messed up my rear subframe even more. Busted fairings, dented tank, I scratched and scraped up my front rim even more. My rear wheel was fine, but the front one was really chopped. My windscreen had like a big old scratch right here from my bike tumbling. Like I said, the fairings were chopped, so the wrap was chopped as well. Messed up some levers, I broke my kill switch, I broke my, what do you call it? What's this thing down here? My stator cover. Stator cover was just completely smashed in. The actual stator itself was fine. Just the cover that was busted. So all my oils fell out. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe it'll come to me in a second, right? So then once again, I brought my bike to the shop. On the shop, by the way. I fixed it all up. Now before all of this, I was really balling on a budget, bro. Just got out of the military. I was trying to get back, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't there. So all the things I was fixing, it was like so chopped, bro. After this third crash, months after it, that I start to kind of pick things back up and really get going again. Which is why, over the course of these last couple videos, it seems like every time I upload, I'm talking about, oh, I got a new part here, new part there. I fixed this finally, blah, blah, blah. Like the tank, the dash, clip-ons, I don't know, there's a bunch of things that I was able to fix and like repair. So then after that, I had 2 more crashes. Now these crashes, small ones, very stupid ones. My last one, my latest, actually not my latest one, but the one that you guys saw from my last crash. Actually, no. I just realized I'm totally missing one. Once again, super small one, super stupid, but nonetheless, it's I crashed into Skip one time. He was doing a stoppie. I didn't know that we were going left into the In-N-Out. I thought we were going straight. I had no idea that In-N-Out was there. Blah, blah, blah. What happens is I rode into Skip. I crashed into him. It's one of those crashes where I say it's my fault, but he says it's his fault. No damages, though. I think there was no damage to his bike. To my bike, it was like I had like a little tiny scratch or like something like that. I don't even know. Everything was like fine, though. Here's a video. All good. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you good?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Right now, that one's like super small, super stupid, but nonetheless, it's a crash. So we're adding it, right? Like I said, though, not really any damage to report off of that one. Just a couple scratches. No biggie. Now, next up, like I was saying before, I like remembered I had that crash, was my high side on the freeway. Now, that one was pretty stupid. That one, I just locked up my rear brake, slid it out, caught, threw me over. Here's the video. Oh. Whoa. Pretty stupid crash, but nonetheless, the damages from that, nothing but scratches. Actually, no, that's a lie. But it was mostly scratches. So what happened is I broke off the end of my lever. No biggie, still works. And then I cracked the engine cover on the left side, which is like a huge W because that did what it was supposed to do, which also lets me know that if I didn't have that cover, I would have busted my stator cover all over again. Then after that, I had one more crash that you guys didn't even notice. I think I might have told like 2 people because it was such like a small, like, it wasn't even a crash, bro, but like it was because I'm an idiot. I don't have a video for this one, but long story short, I was doing stoppies. I did say there was gravel because I'm an idiot. I went to do a stoppie. I grabbed a handful of brake, my wheel stopped spinning, but the rocks kept me moving, and then boom, I grabbed it and I just like hit the floor. It was like right in between cars. Thankfully, I didn't hit any of the cars, but I just felt like an idiot because it was at a red light. I'm telling you, bro. I like hit the floor. I picked my bike up like nothing happened. I dropped the bike. I picked it up. It didn't start right back up, so then I had to walk it off to the side of the road. I just felt like an idiot, bro. I felt so dumb. But from that, literally not a single scratch on the bike. I don't know how. I'm assuming my little frame slider saved all of it because I literally picked it up and there was not one single scratch anywhere. God God damn, bro. I love hitting the rear brake, bro. It feels so good. But anyways, at the time of me making this video, I've had no more crashes. And hopefully it's gonna stay like that. Anyways, let me go pull up somewhere so I can show you guys. And then show you all the things that I've repaired. Okay, now it's time for us to get into the repairs of this bike. At the time of me making this, I'm realizing that there's totally a couple of damages that I forgot to talk about. So I'm gonna do my best to like, once again, go over all of the damages that have happened. So starting from the first crash, damages followed by the repairs. Let's get into it. First crash, first I'm looping. I broke the rear subframe. I had a swing arm spool on this side. As you can see right here, it's completely gone. Scratched it off. I broke a peg. Then I fixed it. Then I broke it again later, whatever. I put a dent in my tank, like right here. I'll try to find a picture. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but my little brake reservoir, how it always just kind of is hanging loose instead of it being right connected to this. It broke during that crash. I broke my screen right here during that crash. Let me show you how that happened, right? So like right here, I don't know if you can see it. Actually, right there. Right? It's not focusing. Oh my God. Right there. There's supposed to be a little nub that stops the bike from turning all that way. But what happened during that crash is the bike hit the ground, the bars caught the ground, snapped the bars all the way like this, and it broke it. So then right here on my master cylinder, it literally punched right into right here and shattered the whole glass. Still worked just fine, but it just shattered the glass. My front stay was broken, so I could literally grab the bike and grab the front of it and like shake it like this, and I could shake the whole like headlight assembly. I had also put some scratches on the front rim. Back when I used to have two frame sliders, I had one on this side. It took most of the damage. The whole right side of the bike was fine. Left side got all the work. So then after that, like I said, money was tight. I was balling on a budget. So I fixed what I needed to get fixed without fixing all of the cosmetic issues, right? So what I did to get the bike back on the road, this is still the same swing arm from that first crash. I didn't fix my rear subframe right here. I just left it broken, so my seat would kind of like stick up like that. I didn't fix the dash until just recently. I had a broken peg on that side for the longest time. My front rim had scratches for over a year and some change. Right, then for damages, I totally forgot. My taillight was broken. It completely disconnected, like the actual wiring from the taillight to the rest of the electronics in the bike disconnected. So what I did to get back on the road is I fixed the front stay and I fixed the taillight back here. Everything else, I kind of just left it as it is. But I also sent the bike to a shop to get it fixed, which ended up coming out to like $1,000. If I had the knowledge that I have now, back then, I could have fixed this for like $300 maybe. But I also needed new fairings for that, which was the teal fairings. So in total, all I did to fix the bike, I fixed the front stay, I got new fairings, and I fixed my taillight. All the other damages stayed. Now going into crash 2, the low side. That one, very simple. My peg was already broken. That was already gone. So all that really happened is I busted my fairings and I punctured a hole in my oil pan, which I then replaced. I'll try to find a picture of the little messed up thing, whatever. But I don't know if I have it. Anyways, so that one, very simple. All I did to fix it is I fixed the oil pan and I got new fairings, which was the white, red, gold, black. My third crash, my second loop. This one was the bad one. This is where like the majority of the damages happened. Obviously, I looped it. The tail completely destroyed. I messed up the subframe even more. All the tail fairings completely destroyed. The exhaust I had eBay exhaust on it, completely destroyed. Shout out to my homie Gabe, who was getting rid of that exhaust anyways. He was just like, here bro, here's an exhaust. I had a huge dent on my old tank right here. And by the way, this is a new tank. This isn't a new tank with a cover. This is a whole new tank and a new cover. But my old tank, like right here, there was a giant dent that I eventually just ended up wrapping over so you guys wouldn't see a huge dent all the time. My stator cover, right? It used to be black. This is 2017, so it should have the black stator cover. It completely messed it up, so that's why I had to replace it, and that's why it's silver. On top of that, the fairings, the wrap was totally, completely busted. I had also put some more scratches on my front rim. So what I did to fix that and get back on the road is all of the broken, busted fairings I had, I re-wrapped them. I sanded a lot of them down as best as I could, wrapped over it, put them back on. For the longest time, okay, obviously you guys can see right here that my tail fairing is broken. Maybe you guys saw or not, but this whole tail fairing actually broke in half. So I like wrapped it back together and just pretended nobody saw it. It was so chopped, bro. This whole tail section was like completely destroyed. There was nowhere for me to mount this. So what I did is I pretty much zip tied the entire tail of the bike together. If this was my old fairings, I could literally grab it and like shake it in a circle like that. But not anymore. Everything good. Everything good. I can shake it around. You know what I'm saying? The tank, I wrapped over it just so I could try to hide it from you guys. But it didn't really work. The big thing is that I needed a new stator cover, which I got, which is why that one is silver. I wish I would have got a black one, but that's what came in the mail, so whatever. Now that's the last bad crash I had. And after this is when I started getting on my feet a little bit more, getting a little bit more money, you know what I'm saying? And I started making some good repairs on this bike. For example, I got a whole new set of fairings, which I wrapped black, and then I wrapped it into this. I have a new front wheel. I have new clip-ons, a new screen, a new tank with a carbon cover on it. Shout out to Concrete Cowboy for the swing arm covers. I got a new set of forks on this bike. I haven't put it on yet, but I have a new radiator. Got some Brembos on this thing now. Brembo master cylinder. I don't know why I can't say that. I got a new seat on this thing. This was my seat here and here was, it had, I mean, it worked, but it had like gouges in it. Messed up the leather. This fairing was broken. I got a new one of those. I had somewhere in there, I totally forgot, but there was a time I had 2 broken foot pegs. Well, then I fixed them, and then I broke that one just recently. We put the engine covers on. There's been a lot of changes happening to this bike and a lot of repairs, and there's still more to do, coming sometime soon. Then after that is when I hit skip, no damage. Then after that is when I high-sided, only damage from that, broke the end of the clip-on, and I had to rewrap it. My tank right here, and the tail right there. No other damage. And then I low-sided doing stoppies. No more damage. So hopefully you guys have a good understanding of what me and Athena have been through. It's been a very long time, a lot of different looks, a lot of different colors, a lot of different parts, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of downs, but now we're on the up. A lot of great memories I've had with this bike, a lot of bad ones, but mostly good. To be totally honest, I think this is the toughest, most durable built R1 that has ever been manufactured from Yamaha, like literally ever. But with that being said, ladies and gents, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys think about all the trials and tribulations that me and Athena have been through. Actually, before I sign off real quick, it's now coming to my mind that you guys might ask about me in all of this. I've been talking about like damage to the bike, but not actually me. Throughout all of this, I have been blessed by the Lord himself to only have walked away from all of my crashes with nothing more than road rash. No broken bones, no fractures, no concussions, no brain injury, no nothing other than road rash. Is that a R1 I hear? Who is that? So the lesson to take away from all this, y'all, is ride safe, ride your own ride, don't ride to impress anybody, make sure you keep 2 wheels down if that is the intention. Regardless, ride safe, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.